Right. Okay. So now this is day one of the fibromyalgia 7-day challenge. And Martin, what do we want people to do to start off?
The most important input that we can control in our life is the food. So I need you to observe what happens to you about 90 minutes, 1 to 2 hours after a meal. And you will be checking on 6 things. Number 1, mental state. Am I dull or am I smart? When you eat the wrong thing, you drop 20 or 30 points off of your IQ. You won't be able to recall things, like your memory goes. Like I remember myself when I go off, and it happens to me still. I know I remember this. I know this, but I cannot recall it. And I'm asking questions. Honey, what was his name? Or pass me that thing, whatchamacallit, instead of remembering the name of the tool. That's the sign. 2, emotional state. Are you stable? Are you agitated, or are you sedated? Sedated means I am indecisive, procrastinating, don't want to get up, want to take a nap, even depressed. That's an extreme of sedated. Agitated, on the other hand, is impatient, quick trigger, easy to anger, just bitchy is the best definition I can come up with that. So that's the emotional state. Record how you feel an hour or 2 after that meal. 3, energy. Are you tired, or are you energized, or are you overstimulated? So the normal state would be, I have lots of energy, I'm good. Another state would be, I'm just so stimulated, I'm just like a, I don't know what, dervish. You know, when you give candy to children, sometimes you can see them running around the room like this. That's usually that they don't do so well on sugar. 4, pain. Is your pain worse or is it better? Sometimes your body can react fairly quickly. There are 4 or 5 types of immunoglobulins, Ig something, IgA, IgG, IgM, IgB. There are different ones. Some of them react in minutes, some in hours, some in days, and some in weeks. The ones in minutes, those are the ones that you would know because you go into an anaphylactic shock, like peanut butter or shellfish or whatnot. The ones in hours, you usually wake up feeling awful the next day. The one in days, is the one we worry about because they're hard to identify. Like when you stop eating the food that you have a 3 or 4 day delay on, you don't know for 3 days that it was the one. So that's why it's going to take more than 1 day in this challenge. That was the pain. Appetite, that's the number 5. So appetite, tell me if you're already hungry 2 hours after a meal, if you're having to snack, or if you're not. The normal, proper balance of the meal would have you stable for 3 to 4 hours before you need to eat again. And number 6 would be cravings. Cravings or not. Do you have cravings, and what do you crave? Like, I crave ice cream. I don't, but somebody will. Or I crave starchy things like bread, or I crave salty things, savory things, spicy things. There are all kinds of cravings. Just write it down. And that's it.
Okay.
This is what you write in the journal.
Right. So you're going to be looking at your mental state, your emotional state, how much energy you've got, how much pain you've got, whether your appetite is sated or, well, I could keep eating. And then also what cravings you've got. So when you're running around the kitchen, opening up a drawer, you know, or a cabinet, what are you looking for? I do that at 8 o'clock at night. I'm running around, I want something. And So
It's
we
a
all
sign
have
of inflammation.
a sign of inflammation. That's right. Okay, and then Martin,
And
what we want to do is we want to determine some endocrine dominance.
okay, endocrine dominance is something that is important to know because it will show us how you're going to either gain weight or lose weight, and how we need to predict your well, how you need to be eating to stay healthy. We have recorded already earlier a 40-minute, I think I don't know the exact length, but it's probably longer than 20, session on video with pictures, with illustrations of the 4 different body types. And you could be a combination, like between this one and that one, but most likely you will be a type. And the dominances are thyroid dominance, pituitary dominance, adrenal dominance, or gonadal dominance. Anyway, we won't try and explain it here, other than it's important to know it because it will tell us what foods you need to eat to either stay slim or gain weight. And it will also help us understand why you're having certain specific cravings. Some of them are determined by the endocrine state. So there's going to be a post nearby with the address of the video. It's on YouTube. Feel free to share it with others.
Good. All right. So Martin, at this point, we're getting to the end of our presentation. What specifically do we want everyone to do for their first day?
Get a journal. Observe. Figure out the meals. See what you're eating. We will be asking you to restrict your meals in the future days so that you'll be forced to eat meals that you're maybe not commonly eating. Not torture, just different. But learn to observe your feelings, sensations, and write it down. Do it. You probably need to do this for 2 to 3 weeks, but let's start with that. The other things we would like you to do is share with the group. You are on the group here, so join it. I think this is, if somebody's watching this video, they have not automatically joined the group. Yes, Scott?
It's possible that you've got an email with a link to this video and you have not joined the Facebook group. So we will make sure that we've got a link to the group in the description below for everybody so that you know how to join. It's
a private group, closed.
Right. And if you've got any issues or anything comes up as you're going through the 7-day challenge, you are not alone. We're here to support you. So Martin, how can they reach out for help?
Right. Okay. You can either type something here in the group or call. The telephone number is 866-543-3388. Or if you want to call internationally, it's 775-299-4661. Great. So we're really, really excited. We've had a lot of people get a hold of us and tell us, you know, how this is starting to change their lives. It's the 7-day challenge is just the beginning. At the end of 7 days, you're not going to be miraculously cured of anything. You know, maybe you are, but that's not likely. And but this is the beginning of the trek back to what our mission is, which is restoring vitality to you and to the planet. So we're really excited. We really want to encourage you to participate. You know, comment on other people's posts in the group, support everybody in the group, try to be as positive as you can and moving forward that way. We know that there's lots of pain. We know that there's lots of inflammation going on, tiredness, all sorts of other things that happen surrounded by this, including side effects of drugs and other things. So it's really important that you be around people that understand what it is you're going through, because chances are your family, your doctors, your friends, your coworkers have no clue. And we've created a really good supportive group where everyone can kind of share, this is what's going on. And if they have a bad day, they talk about their bad day. It's really important to be able to just get it out and not feel judged. And that's what the Facebook group is for. If you've got specific issues that you want to talk to Martin about, he's available for you to do that.
But we really want to encourage you to take the 7-day challenge. When you're done the 7-day challenge, see what you think. And if it's like, wow, like I've been journaling, I've noticed there's some really interesting changes, some differences, less pain in certain days, more pain in other days, then you start to analyze it a little bit, maybe ask Martin to help you with that. And then do a 21-day challenge, which is basically 3 days instead of 1, turns into 21 days. And then if you hit on something like, wow, this gluten thing has really been an issue for me, then expand that and see what happens if you go a week without gluten, or a week without sugar, or a week without Coke. But that's not today. Today, we're just getting through the next week, 1 day at a time, each day. Get your journal what's going on, because when you look back at the end of the week, you'll be pretty amazed. And we want you to journal, what's the level of my pain now? And you use your own sliding scale. What's the level of my emotional stability? Or what's my energy level? What's my appetite like? What's my physical state like? What's my mental state like? And put all those down and just put them on each day. Beginning of the day, when I wake up, this is how I feel. And then after I eat this meal or that meal, or midway through the day, towards the end of the day, these are how I feel. So you get an idea of how you're feeling throughout the day. And in the end of the week, you're going to be able to go and say, well, Martin did say some stuff takes 3 days, and I cut out this, and 3 days later, actually felt a little bit better, but I'm not sure why. And maybe that's it. We don't know what the answer is. You don't know what the answer is. We're working at coming up with clues that can help you move towards getting those answers. So Martin, the last word is to you.
Well, as you're making, some tests are positive tests. So if you need a confirmation, you're wondering if such and such is hurting you, then you put it back on your diet, and then you see whether it is or isn't hurting you. Because if it's the wrong thing, the pain will come back. If you're wondering about our credibility or such, go back to the life-enthusiast.com website. You can look on customer feedback. There's plenty of it. We've been in business since the 1980s, online since 2002. There is lots of reviews on the products we make available. We are quite unique. This is not your typical health food store. And check us out. This is an open book. We're not trying to tell you that we know everything, but we've been there and done that.
Great. So thank you very much for joining us in the 7-day challenge. We really want to encourage you to join the Facebook group, to get your journal, to get started. And you should get an email if this is your first time seeing this. You should be getting an email. Actually, that's not 100% true. Once you're done each day's challenge, you should get an email saying what the link is for the next day's challenge, and also there'll be links around each day so you can get them all. We've got links all over the place. Just click on something, and it should say day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7, so you know what to expect.
Yeah, you can watch it all in one day. I don't encourage it.
No, that's right. Do 1 day at a time. Take the 7-day challenge over 7 days. Don't push it. And good luck, everybody. We look forward to hearing about what happens as you take the challenge.